Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea Tranquility. It's Wednesday. More coming at you. Today, we're going to take a look at the brand new release from a great Italian progressive rock band, a legendary Italian progressive rock band. Is this their fifth album? Is it their seventh album? Depends on what you think of those two that came after the debut way back in the early 70s. I think this is technically their fifth, but I could be wrong. Anyway, they've had a couple in more recent years. The band is Celeste. The name of the album is Echi di un Futuro Passato. Hope I'm saying that right. That's it right there. Wonderful artwork. All right, this is on Mellow Records. Mellow, short for Mellotron, perhaps, right? Kind of Roger Deanish looking, sort of. All right. Got all sorts of pics of the band and the musicians who helped out. With additional artwork here in the middle. All right, going for more of a red color tint as opposed to the green, yellow, and blue there. So, who do we have on this particular album? You might ask. Of course, founding member and creator of the musical maestro himself, Ciro Perigno. Of course, Ciro and I keep in constant contact over the years. I always love to hear from him, and he always lets me know when there's a brand new Celeste release or a solo release or something like that coming out. So he was very keen to get this into our hands here at SOT. Of course, he's playing all sorts of keyboards, Mellotron, Solina, Eminent, Hammond, Mini Moog, ARP 2600, as well as handling some vocals. We've got Francesco Bertone on bass and fretless bass, Enzo Chioffi on drums, Marco Moro on flute, bass, flute, G flute, alto, tenor, and baritone saxophone, recorders, Moro Vero on acoustic and electric guitars, along with Marco Sanepa on piano, Sergio Caputo on violin, Paolo Maffi on alto and tenor saxophones, and Ines Aleprandi on vocals. I hope I'm saying all that correctly. I think I got my Italian down pretty well for that pronunciation of everybody there. So, if you're not familiar with Celeste, like I said, they've been around since the early 70s. Their debut album is looked at as one of the landmarks of kind of pastoral, lush, progressive rock, featuring tons of Mellotron, acoustic and electric guitars, flutes, gorgeous Italian vocals, right? Very pastoral and mellow, but just so symphonic and just beautiful stuff. They broke up for a number of years, and in more recent years, Ciro has gotten the band back together in various configurations and has released a few albums, and this is the next in line here. I will say, this album, to me, is a little bit different. It sounds different than the last couple they've done, and it doesn't exactly sound like the Celeste of all those years ago. Other than the Mellotron, this to me is a jazzier album than the last couple, and certainly the debut. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I think it adds a new kind of twist and depth to their music. There's, like I said, the flute and the sax, very nice, very jazzy, very kind of, there's almost like a little Canterbury flavor that goes throughout this album. But then, of course, you've got tons of the great Mellotron on all these songs and really nice Italian vocals. I love the back and forth between the male and female vocals. I think it's done really nicely. I absolutely love and adore. It's probably my favorite track on here. The last track, which is Circonvoluzione, which has both male and female vocals, nice little bits of sax and flute, and man, the Mellotron is so haunting in that. There's Mellotron throughout this whole album. So if you love that about Italian prog, you've come to the right place. Just expect a little bit more of a jazz influence on here. So the tracks, I'll read them all off to you. Hopefully I get these correct. Pigmente, which is about 9 minutes long. Sottili Armoni, just under 11 minutes long. Aspetti Astrati, just over 7. Artisi Sottesi, just under 11. Misteri Evoluti, just over 7. Madrigale, 10 and change, just under 11. And like I said, Circonvoluzione is just under 8. About 64 minutes total on here. It's very pleasing on the ears. This is a very easy to listen to album. This is like one of those albums you kind of like, you put on and you just kind of kick back and let it just all wash over you. It's like, oh, listen to those flutes, listen to those sax, listen to that gorgeous acoustic guitar. Occasionally you get some electric guitar, but this is not about like rocking stuff at all. And the Mellotron is around every corner. You got some nice Hammond and Moog and things like that. Great keyboards, really cool, lush Italian vocals. Love the reeds and it's just everything. It's just really nice, enjoyable album, I think. I could easily recommend this to anybody who likes progressive rock, specifically Italian progressive rock, maybe with a hint of jazz influence on it as well. Pastoral prog, Italian prog doesn't get much better than this. So again, the title is Echi di un Futuro Passato. I will put a link down below so you guys can check out the Bandcamp page and give it a listen. I mean, it's 4.5 out of 5 star. This is Celeste, right? They don't do bad albums. And Ciro and company only put their best foot forward all the time, and this is just, you know, this is for the folks who just want wonderful sounds just permeating through their eardrums and kind of seeping into their soul. That's what it's all about. So go check it out. Echi di un Futuro Passato from Celeste. Visit us on the web at Sal, you need this. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. Thank you in advance for all your support there as always. Just want to give you, everything's in Italian of course. But there you get a glimpse at the crew. Did I somehow not mention? Yeah, there is a violin on here. Did I not mention that on? Yeah, one of these people is playing a little violin. I don't remember if I mentioned that or not. Hold on. Yeah, Sergio Caputo on violin. I think I did. Okay, just want to make sure I didn't forget that. For some reason, I don't remember saying violin, but I guess I did. I got the olds. Anyway, go check it out, and I'll see you soon. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.